Alright, first thing you want to do is get your supplies and tools ready. Honestly, you probably already have most of this stuff lying around. If your RV has a housing in place like this one, then we just need to swap the camera from the housing it came with to the one mounted on your RV. The first step in doing this is to remove the 4 screws from the cover plate at the bottom of the housing on the RV. Then you want to remove the screws on the new camera, which will allow you to separate the camera from the housing it came with. You can then install the camera into the housing already mounted on the RV. To do that, you'll want to plug in the backup camera to the housing on the RV. You should hear a little snap, then screw in the camera so it stays in place. After that, you'll want to adjust the camera to the proper angle and attach the antenna. Simply screw that on. Let's move on to the side cameras. You want to carefully remove the old marker light housing. To do this, you'll use a screwdriver and simply pry off the cover. Next, you're going to want to grab a box cutter and carefully cut and score the old silicone, which will allow you to then unscrew and remove the light assembly. Next, you'll want to test which wire is power and which is ground before you go ahead and strip them down. You can, of course, do this using a multimeter. You'll then want to take the rear gasket from the new camera assembly and feed the wires through, and then remove the 2 screws on the back of the camera assembly to prepare for your electrical connections. The red wires are going to be for power to the camera and marker light, the black wire is ground, and the yellow wire is the trigger signal. We aren't going to use the yellow on a towable RV. You'll then want to go ahead and tie together the 2 red power wires and connect the proper power and ground wires to the RV. Again, we know what they are because we tested them, and once again, make sure you leave the yellow unconnected. You want to securely tape the wires up and route them inside the RV. Next, securely mount the new camera assembly with a drill and attach the camera. Make sure to seal it up with silicone to keep the water out. Alright, you ready to test it out? Use a display monitor to check out that all cameras are working properly, and you should be good to go.